Okay. So what's it called, first of all?
Well, it's called How It Feels to Be an Artist.
How it feels to be an artist. Okay, so
How I think it feels, because
how
when people ask me, I say it feels like taking all your clothes off and standing in the middle of Temple Square. Because it's that vulnerable. You're very vulnerable.
how it feels to
As
be
a
an
painter,
artist.
as an artist, you're very vulnerable.
You feel like. Okay, so let's first of all talk about you, because I have certain ambitions for this project that I'm hoping for, so I don't want to discount any possibilities. So tell me something about yourself first. Start by you first. You're self-trained. You're self-trained artist. Self-taught. You've been painting for how long?
My whole life.
Your whole life. But like you began that one when you were 18. That was your first project.
I mean, probably I've been painting as a serious artist probably, I don't know, 35 years.
35 years. What was because that painting is very. The painting is very definitive. That painting is very stylized. It's very. It's got an iconographic, which is, you should know that word. You should know that word like the back of your hand. You know, it's got an iconographic style to it, like a puzzle, like pieces fitting together. You know, it's a creation of symbols. Your work, iconography. This is as important to your work as anything, because that's your meaning is just amazing. It's a maze of meaning. But that's always been a part of your work. Why do you think that came about initially? Why do you think you were so drawn to iconography? Look in that painting. I see so many. I mean, the cats, the colors, the monkeys, the style, the rabbits, the Tiffany lamp, the rainbow.
Yeah, the Tiffany. We used to have that Tiffany.
The Tiffany lamp, the rainbow, the chair, the wicker chair. The plants, the kind of Maharaja hats, the style, the smoking. Why did you at your first major composition arrive at a style that was already so developed? What happened? No, try to tell me. Try to think about why you were so already defined with your first composition that stuck all the way through.
I don't know.
It's always been that way.
I don't know why.
I don't accept that. I won't accept that. I don't know why.
It just happened.
There has to be a reason. There has to be a reason.
I think maybe my upbringing.
Which was?
Just the
eccentric?
Yes.
Eccentric upbringing?
Yes,
okay.
Colorful.
Okay.
We traveled a lot as a family.
Where to?
I saw a lot.
Where did you travel?
France. We lived in France.
Okay.
We lived in Connecticut.
Okay.
We traveled in a bus. That bus.
Okay.
Went to
You hippies?
Yeah. Oh yeah. When I was 16, I was hippie.
Hippie.
Oh yeah.
And your parents?
My mom.
Your mom was
a
hippie.
hippie too. Oh, she was I was really the age to be the hippie, but she turned into a hippie.
Was there a lot of liberalism?
Yes.
Okay.
Very.
Okay. So a lot of like free thinking.
Very.
Okay.
This was the meeting place for all the artists in town, like Lee Defabod.
Oh really? This right here?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. Did they hang out? They drink with my dad at the bar, and Lee and I would make beads. And Don Olson, when he saw that painting, he said, "You know what you're doing." And then from there, I just went, "Well, Don Olson said I knew." You know, I was just. He gave me a lot of confidence, and Ralph Schofield also. They started copying the way I painted.
Wow.
Like, but anyway, no, I just did it. I don't know.
But I think it probably has a lot to do with your environment. You had so many influences. You had so many eclectic. I mean, eclectic is the thing these days, but you were eclectic before eclectic was the common thing. You had so many influences in your life.
My mother, my parents, my mother, so creative.
Really?
and she owned a store. They owned a store on South Temple, and she's got an eye. I think my mother's eye and my father's talent as a photographer and writer. And it just was stimulating. They were perfect parents for an artist.
And so you are intensely creative.
Yeah.
You're intensely creative. So as an intensely creative person, with all of these influences, it kind of comes out in this amazingly colorful, vibrant, expressive work of art that is kind of tapping into all of these influences at once. You know, you're you're trying to create a universe all at once in one painting. I mean, you have so much to express, but you can't focus on one idea. You know, you're not like Monet and painting the lily pad. You can't do that. You have to paint it all. You have to get it all in one painting. You know, you can't. You've got to get the rainbow and the Maharaja in one painting.
Yeah, that's what I did with this one too.
Yeah, and you're still there. And your style hasn't changed. That's what I'm saying. You burst out at 19 with the style of painting that really has not changed. In how many years? 30 years?
Well, I'm 60 now.
60? Yeah.
40 years. 40 years.
Yeah. 40 years. And your style is real. I mean, you've become more developed as a painter. I mean, you're more, you know, your technique is, I honestly prefer your 19.
Very naive.
I actually prefer the more naive style. Nice. But you've become a more, you know, technically, accurately rendered. You've become more so, but I see you still keeping away from that, and I think it's a good idea for you to. But you still have that compendium of iconographies that you're not saying one thing. You want to say it all. You want to say it all because you have a mind that's hugely creative and a life that's so full. And even though you have you have a huge universe here, but a small neck of the woods, there's so much going on in the mind and the life of Susan Kirby. Do you agree? There's a lot going on here. I mean, even though you live here alone with your mom, there's a lot going on up there. Yeah.
They just, the paintings just come to me, I see them, and the way I saw this one, a flash.
Just a flash. You see it all.
A flash.
You see it all in a flash.
And then,
all of it.
I see most, and then I just go. Then I'm just off. Painting it.
And then it's just automatic.
Yeah, I just try and record the flash.
Keep true to the flash.
On the canvas.
Right. Now tell me more about the Lee Bach and all of that story. How did that kind of and how did that lead? How does that story end up?
My parents, they my parents. I think my mother was in East High School with Lee. I mean, so they were the same age, and you know. But
your mom was friends with Lee?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But when Lee got her little grocery store on the avenues, my mom actually helped. My mom's family, Jacobson Construction. Anyway, they helped Lee buy that grocery store, and so anyway, just had Lee and Ralph, and we had just the stimulating artist of the time.
Bohemian.
They were here. They come here.
But very bohemian.
And then my friends were here, and then we'd have the adults, the artists.
Like the hippie became the bohemian style, right? Kind of, sort of. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when you have hippie,
well,
when you involve art, it becomes bohemian.
Yeah, I think I was the real hippie because I was the right age, the flower.
Right, and your parents were what?
So they were
just liberal or bohemian?
Liberal
bohemians? Artists? Your
mom
was
artists,
not artists, but they were friends with artists.
Yeah, they're friends with
What
artists.
was the connectivity that made them friends with artists?
Just accepting artists, buying their work. We used to have where you see my paintings used to be Don Olson's, Defaba's. We sold them. Sold them all.
Yeah.
To support, to keep living here.
Right.
But yeah,
do you own this home now? But personally, between you and I, you own this home?
Oh yeah.
Excellent, excellent.
But so yeah, so where my paintings are, there'd be a Defaba, there'd be a, you know, there'd be a Tiffany. But anyway, we just so to keep.
They were connoisseurs. They were like Diane. They were what's the word? Patrons. Yeah.
Yeah, my dad, my mom was a patron, and daughters often gave her paintings, but my parents entertained the artists, so they were always over here, and that's, I don't know, I just was around them a lot of artists growing up, and then when I went to school in Paris for 2 years.
How old were you when you went to Paris for 2 years?
19.
19. So was it early years of college?
Okay. Yeah, I discovered naive painting in Paris on Rue Jacot.
So you knew what naive painting was before
No. And I saw it and I just went, oh my God, that is mine.
Really?
That is me.
How amazing.
And that's the Gallery Benazzi right there where I had the epiphany. And I went home in my apartment and I painted 2 paintings. They're in my bedroom, 2 watercolors.
Amazing.
And I did those instantly after I had this realization that that's who I was. I just whipped them off, these 2 paintings. I'll show them to you.
That's excellent.